take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past.
And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're with my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
All right, guys, we're here. We're live. You're watching Buster Unmasked, and you can see it. He's already with me. It's all about American Hostile Championship Wrestling, and I got the Missouri bad boy himself, the Maniac, Mark Southern. Mark, what's up, dude?
What's going on, Buster? How you doing, big guy?
Dude, I'm doing good, but you, man, look, you've had a string of bad luck and some good luck all in the last few days, man. Here's the deal, man. I know you was on vacation, and I heard that they tried to keep you in Canada, dude. Talk to me about being stuck over in Canada, man. Now look, I heard maybe someone with a little pull called the airlines and did that to you on purpose, Mark. It's just what I heard, man. I don't know, dude.
Yeah, probably just in case, right?
You think just in case it's got that much pull, man?
Man, I don't know, man. Somebody had something going on. I'll tell you what, man, this bad luck. I'm glad that hopefully it's coming to an end, man. You know, started out last Friday before last. On my way, I got held up in Memphis on my way out to, we was flying into Vancouver and then, of course, catching the cruise ship to Alaska in Vancouver. Got held over in Memphis, so that made us late for our connecting flight in Dallas. So we get to Dallas after midnight and they canceled our flight. So they rescheduled that flight for a Monday. And here it is on a late Friday night, early Saturday morning. And I said, I can't do that. I got to catch a cruise ship on Sunday, at 4 o'clock. The thing leaves port at 4.
Right.
So they put us on standby. We waited on standby the next day, and we didn't catch no standby flights. So finally, we had to switch airlines to Alaska Airlines. And by the way, this is all American Airlines, so do not use American. They are a disgrace to that name, to our country name.
There you go, right there.
Right there's what I think about American Airlines. But anyway, on top of that, they lost my brother and sister-in-law's luggage. I had to put my foot down because they weren't going to give me my luggage. They kept saying, your luggage is going to end up at your final destination, which was Vancouver for us to get on the boat. Well, I was like, how are you going to know that I'm on a flight to Vancouver because I'm not using your sorry ass no more? So basically, I had to pull out old Mark Southern there at the Dallas Fort Worth Airport. All I needed was one of the Von Erichs there in the Sportatorium. We would have had a good wrestling match.
So you went, so you went Missouri bad boy on him. What you trying to say?
Yes, I did, man. On the luggage guy, he caught the wrath.
So look, man, you had all that trouble, and then you get home, man, and lo and behold, the bad luck continues, dude. You get home and figure out your ring and your brand new ring and brand new trailer stolen, dude. Talk to me about that, man.
Yeah, and let's go ahead and clear the air on this because it's not a work, people. I had a guy message me earlier. He said, "Hey, is this part of the show Saturday?" I said, "Man, I wish it was, but it's definitely not." So, I didn't get home till 3 a.m. on Monday. I guess Monday morning. Yeah, and so I went ahead and took Tuesday off as well. So I didn't go back to work till this morning. And I keep my trailer over at my lot next to my office in Carruthersville. And I noticed the trailer's gone. Well, I'll call Stevie. Stevie hauls it everywhere for me. Matter of fact, he hauled it down to a show in Memphis that we rented out. And he said he didn't answer me. Well, he calls me back. I said, "Man, where's the trailer at?" He said, "I ain't got the trailer. It should be on the lot." Well, I thought he was playing a trick on me, He was like,
Right.
"No." So I just hung up on him. I'm pissed by now. So I called him back. I said, "Man, where's my trailer at for real?" He said, "For real, I ain't got it. I'm coming up there." So he come up there and we called the cops, man. And we got cameras on it, thank God. But so they're reviewing them and hopefully we'll have it back in our possession by at least, real soon. But in the meantime, thanks to my good buddy Johnny Dotson, the show will go on Saturday. We're going to go down to Memphis. I got a guy picking up the ring tomorrow in Memphis, and we're going to use Bluff City's ring and stuff. So you might see some free advertisement for Bluff City Wrestling right there Saturday night.
There you go, man. Look, all this bad luck, but also a little silver lining, man. You got a brand new addition to the family. Brand new grandbaby. Talk to me about this, dude.
That's right. My youngest daughter, Miranda, and her husband, Taryn, had welcomed a new addition. Noah Grace has joined the family, and beautiful little girl, my first granddaughter. As a matter of fact, I've had all grandsons up until now. So
we're going to have to alter that Missouri bad boy name. We're going to have to add a G to that, man.
There you go. We need one in the family. She's probably going to line everybody out.
There you go, dude. Congratulations on the brand new granddaughter, Mark. I know I ain't got grandkids, but when I first had my first kid and my dad held her for the first time, he looked around, he said, "Man," he said, I don't think I've ever loved a baby as much as I love this one." I'm looking around like, hold on, dude. What about me,
That's the way
man?
it works, ain't it?
Yeah,
that's the way it works.
They say they say them grandbabies, there's nothing like them grandbabies, man. My kids are a little too young yet, but I'm looking forward to when that time comes, man. Look, Mark, we're fixing to get into AHCW, Wardell, Missouri this Saturday night. The Pemiscot, is it the high school gym or the junior high gym?
It's North Pemiscot. They only got one school. It's K through 12 out there. It's kind of like Cooter, a small town, and it is called the North Pemiscot High School. A little fundraiser for them. They're the first ones that's jumped on the train to help us raise some money for those schools out there. So anybody that's looking to do a fundraiser a different kind of way, give us a call here at AHCW, man. My number is 636-232-3313. We'll be glad to help you.
Put on the best wrestling show you've ever seen. Look, Mark, I'm sure you've heard by now, Big Dave Sims passed away last week, and I meant to do this last night. We gave him a 10-bell salute, but there is a benefit show in Trenton this Sunday at the TIWF Sportsplex, man. And hold on, let me get it pulled up here. I know y'all can see it. Let me get it right. So anyway, there's this big show this Sunday. The show starts at 3 p.m. It's at the TIWF Sportsplex in Trenton, Tennessee. It's a benefit for Big Dave and his family to help him with whatever. Funeral expenses, whatever. Dave's got kids, and I think he's got grandkids. It's a rough time on the whole family. You knew Big Dave, Mark. You got anything you want to say about Big Dave, man?
Yeah, Dave was a excellent person and a damn good wrestling announcer, man. And known Dave for shit, probably 15, 20 years, man. So go way back, but just all around great guy, man. That was sad to hear the news, man, because you never know when it's your time, first of all,
Right.
and especially when it's in the family, because that's basically what we are. We're all a family here, and it's just saddened to learn, man, and young too, So
Right. It's a huge loss for the wrestling business around our area, but especially around the West Tennessee area. That's where Dave was mainly based around. He's announced for EIW, TIWF, and I'm sure several more places around here before I even met Big Dave. But Sunday, 3 p.m., doors open at 1:30. If you're in or around the Trenton, Tennessee area, go to this show. Go support this show. Go help them raise some money for Big Dave's expenses. From what I understand, all wrestlers are welcome. You want to come, you want to work, show up, and they'll do something with you. You'll be on the show. There's going to be a lot going on. I know the concession stand. I don't remember the menu, but I've seen it, so they got a lot of good food. Anytime anything like this goes on at TIWF, Randy Bird and them do different little auction things. People bring stuff. So go out, support this show, show your love for Big Dave and his family. I believe that's how Big Dave would have wanted. He was such a big part of West Tennessee wrestling. Go out and support this show. I don't care if you go to a Friday night show and a Saturday night show. Make sure you save enough money to go to this Sunday show, and that's this Sunday, June 9th, Trenton, Tennessee, at the TIWF Sportsplex. Doors open at 1:30. Bell time is 3 p.m. Don't miss this show. All right, Mark Southern, you know what time it is, man. It's AHCW time. Lot going on, a lot of talent. I got a few promos we're going to play here coming up, but talk to me about this show and talk to me about how it come about, Mark.
Well, North Pemscott, we ran one show there before we took a little break, and they've been trying to get us back ever since. So finally, when I decided to buy everything back and start running again, we got to hold in touch with each other, and we had to come up with a date. So this is the date we come up with, and we're going to put one hell of a event together and raise some money for North Pemscott while entertaining our great fans of AHCW. Got 5 big matches so far. Of course, cards subject to change. You never know. And we're going to crown, finally, we hope, Buster, as we know last show, we were supposed to crown a new Missouri heavyweight champ, and things got out of control there between Bullwhip and Apex Prime. So that them two will be going against each other once again, and this time, hopefully, we crown a new Missouri heavyweight champion.
Yeah, both of these guys, man, both of them, they had 3 matches apiece at the last show during the tournament. They met each other in the finals, and that match was just chaos, dude. Kind of from start to finish, it was chaos. If I'm remembering correctly, the referee, did he double DQ them both, or did he just throw the match out completely?
Yeah, I believe he threw the match out completely. Hey, by the way, that match is going to be shown in its entirety on the Hostile Hour this Saturday on the Boot Hill Sports Network YouTube page and the River City Television Network app right there on your streaming app. So you can check that out before you go Saturday night. So make sure you check the Hostile Hour out. That's at 10 a.m. on Saturday mornings.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that, dude. Since we've already kind of mentioned Bullwhip and Apex, we might as well get into these promos. Let's hear what Apex had to say, and then Bullwhip. Bullwhip's never at a loss for words. So let's check out Apex Prime and see what he said, man.
On June 8th in Wardell, Missouri, it will be me, Apex Prime, against Bullwhip Ballard. Now, Bullwhip, last time we fought, you came up behind me and attacked me when my back was turned. Now, you didn't have to do that. You and me, we're both phenomenal wrestlers. And when it comes down to Wardell, Missouri on June 8th, when the front doors open at 6:30, we'll see who's fit to be the Missouri heavyweight champion. And Bullwhip, I'm coming to win.
So look, Mark, the last show was my first introduction with Apex Prime, man. Big guy. He's not a little guy whatsoever. He's a big guy. He's young. He's talented in the ring, man. Like I said, he had 2 matches before him and Bullwhip met up in the main event. But talk to me about Apex, and talk to me where Apex come from and how you found him and why you booked him, man.
Man, I tell you what, when we started back, of course, you know as well as I do, this is mainly a 90% new roster, man. So
right.
I've been scouting talent all around, and he is a Missouri boy, which helped us out. You know, he lives in over towards Springfield, Missouri way, I do believe, and found him up in ACW, which stands for American Championship Wrestling. So he's coming over to American Hostile to get a little hostile, and looks like he sounds like he's going to whip Bullwhip's ass, is what it sounds like to me.
Right, man. He impressed me the other night, man. Like I said, that was my first introduction to this guy. Do you have any idea how old he is and how much experience he has? Because, like I said, he was impressive. I called him a kid, but
he is a kid. He is 18 years old and he is young. So I'll tell you what, he wants it, and he's a big boy, like you said, man, and still got a lot to learn in the business, of course. But I'm very impressed with him, man, and to be where he's at right now, he's already in the heavyweight title picture with the victories in the tournament. So here we are, man.
Right, and him and Bullwhip, like I said, that match from the second it started, it was just kind of chaos. The referee never could get it under control. They were just all over the place, in the ring, out on the floor. And finally, the referee just said, it's done. But look, like I said, Bullwhip, he heard what Apex Prime had to say, and Bullwhip had some words. And like I said, Bullwhip, he ain't never a loss for words. So let's check out what Bullwhip had to say about Apex.
Well, Apex Prime, I'll tell you exactly what I think about it. Last time we fought, I didn't come at you from behind. You was facing me. And I tell you something else, you ain't got to worry about me sneaking up behind you come June 8th. Because I'm going to be coming right down your pipeline, boy. I'm going to be coming right through your front door. I'm going to hit you right square in your mouth, and I'm explaining to you why you should have stayed in school instead of coming into a man's sport. It's too early in the morning for this. I ain't going to be on Facebook. I ain't going to be on Facebook seeing some little fat kid tearing me down, making me look bad. June 8th in Wardell, boy, I'm coming for your butt.
Woo!
Mark Southern.
Is he mad or what, Buster?
That seems to be Bullwhip's attitude and personality all the time now. It seems like, yes, Bullwhip is pissed off, and you could tell it. And, man, this is going to be one hell of a match. These two guys, it was fireworks. Here's my thought. How are we going to keep this match in the ring this time? How are we going to get a finish? Because do we need 2 referees, Mark? Do we need one on the outside, maybe?
You just read my mind, Buster. There will be 2 referees during that match. So there will be a winner. I'm going to make sure of that.
Yeah, that's going to be hard to keep control of, man. It was just anytime Bullwhip's out there, it's chaos. He wasn't just going after Apex Prime. He was going after the fans at the same time, man. Look, I don't know if you've seen it or remember it, but there was this old guy stood up by the rail, and Bullwhip popped that whip, and that whip popped about 3 inches from that dude's face, and you can see all I seen was the dude's eyes just got saucer size, and he looked over at you actually like, I think he thought he got for just a second, if you want to know the truth.
Yeah. He probably got a little nose hair with that whip, I'm telling you right now, boy.
Oh man, look that I bet you that whip. I bet you it wasn't 3 inches from his face when it cracked.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about bullwhip, man. Bullwhip is accurate with that bullwhip. If he wants to hit you, he can, and if he wants to make you think he's trying to hit you, he can. Bullwhip's chaos, dude. You talk to me about Bullwhip Ballard, man. I mean, you've known him for a while. He's multiple time Bluff City Southern champion. He's one of the guys around here right now that he's really one of the top guys going around here. He's starting to go a lot of different places, starting to get noticed by a lot of people. And his character, Bullwhip himself, is off the charts. But talk to me about Bullwhip, man, and what's your thoughts on Bullwhip, man, and being part of AHCW?
Well, I'm glad to have him. He is a talented individual, man. In-ring skills, promos. He's got some tryouts coming out that he might be stepping up to the big time here soon. So it's going to be good to have Bullwhip come through the AHCW, as we've had a lot of talent come through that's stepped on up. You look at Jack Parker Jr. now; he's moved on, doing a lot of good things with the NWA, Ohio Valley Wrestling, and I can see Bullwhip headed that direction, man. I know he's got a tryout with NWA coming up, man. So
I didn't know that.
Apex Prime better be ready, man.
So look, man, the barbecue man's with us, and he said, "Let me be the first to congratulate Bullwhip, a champion every fan can be proud of." JJ, yeah, Bullwhip's a force to be reckoned with in the wrestling business. There's no doubt about that. And every time I see him, he gets better and better, man. He gets better in the ring. He gets crazier. I don't even really know how to describe Bullwhip other than he's almost walking chaos.
Hey, when I first met Bullwhip, man, he didn't even want to cut a promo, and now you can't get that sumbitch to shut up.
No, and he's good too.
Yeah.
I look, man, he has really come on. I tell you what, I believe working for Bluff City and having to cut promos and be on TV, I believe they've really leveled his game up fast, a lot faster than it would have been, man, because, hey, Bullwhip, the persona is off the fucking charts, man, with me. He's unpredictable. He's big. Talk about Apex Prime. Bullwhip's a big guy, too. Apex Prime is taller than Bullwhip, but, man, when these two guys were in that ring and that skin was smacking, that's a lot of meat, and that's a lot of soup bones getting tossed around in the ring, dude.
Yeah, we got to reinforce the ring for sure, because that's two big old boys going at it right there.
Well, look, Mark, we know that's the coup de grace of the show. One of these guys are going to walk out the brand new champion. But talk to us about some of the other talent that you got on this card, man. Matter of fact, I've got the little I got the flyer. Let me pull it up, and then you can tell us something about some of these guys. I know Justin Main Events on the show.
Yeah, Justin's another ACW that we're working with. He's coming from there. He's been on a few shows with us prior to this second run we're having here. And Austin Reaper Bolo makes his return. He's been out spreading his wings, a young cat too. And then first new to the area, you'll see right there is Tommy Too Good. His first show with AACW. Of course, you got the model himself, Mr. Bullwhip, on that flyer. And down the left, you got a surprise there is Moonshiner Jason said he's going to have a tag partner that is going to be a surprise for all the fans there at AACW. Who's it going to be? I do not even know myself, Buster. He is yet to tell me, but it could be Chris Hayes. I mean, that was his partner, the Moonshiner, but who knows? And then, so that's going to be a surprise for our fans. And we got the return of Cookie St. James. My man Cookie is back. He's going to have his broom and sweep out some trash. And then down the right-hand corner, you got Miss Hyde. And she also carries a bullwhip too, so she knows how to use it as well.
stacked card all the way around. And you talking about Jason Vaughn and his tees. He actually put a promo out and kind of alluding, kind of maybe hinting to the fact that we might see a Moonshiners reunion or something to that effect. Let's check out what Jason actually had to say himself.
Ooh, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. Check it out. Wardell, Missouri. June 8th. Coming to see you. I'm bringing a friend. A surprise friend. Y'all know him. He's been around a long time. But you ain't ever seen him after he drunk a little moonshine. So June 8th, those tag titles, they're vacant. I'm bringing a friend. We're coming for them. See you there.
Hey, man, look, if he brings who I think he is and these guys decide they want to make a run at them tag titles, they're going to be a problem for anybody over them titles. They are former champions.
Yeah, that is correct.
You know, and Jason, man, you can tell by looking at him, man, he's kind of reinvigorated, I would say, he's got his passion back, it seems like. I see him posting stuff, being in the gym all the time. He's back to working out, back to getting in shape, man. And Jason's Jason's I don't even know, he's a real American, man. This dude is a cowboy. He's a soldier. He's a biker. He's a wrestler. I mean, really, this guy can do a little bit of anything, man. He could be your best friend or your worst enemy.
And he's a moonshiner.
And he's a moonshiner, man. And look, Mark, I know you know, but if everybody don't know, the TV show The Moonshiners was based off of Jason Vaughn and Chris Hayes. It was based off of these guys, man.
They love some shine, I tell you what, and he brings it to the ring with him. I think me and you got a shot last show, didn't we, Buster?
Dude, man.
Woo. Yeah.
It burnt my nostrils. Just the smell of it burnt my nostrils, man. And it's surprising. I don't see how Jason juggles it, man. What is he? He's in the gym during the day, working out, getting in shape, and cooking moonshine night, and drunk half of that time off of his own supply, man. I don't know, dude.
He might have that partner cooking that shine for him. That's probably what it is. He gonna bring the real cooker in. See.
Well, look, you mentioned Tommy Too Good. He's gonna be there. He's an APW guy out of Mariana. It's kind of his home promotion, but he's been getting around too. I've started to see him show up at a lot of different places around the territory. Talk to me about Tommy Too Good and what made you decide, hey, I think Tommy Too Good would be good for AHCW, man.
Man, I met Tommy in Bluff City when we were both working down in Bluff City, and I thought he was a good talent. I've been trying to work on him and bringing him in, and finally we got the date set up where he's coming in, and I can't wait. The fans are going to love Tommy Too Good, I believe, if he keeps his attitude straight. Now, I did see over in Premier Pro where he was using some dirty tactics, so it's kind of, I don't know which Tommy Too Good we're going to get. He sent a promo in. It's going to air on the show Saturday, so we'll see what he has to say, and looking forward to seeing Tommy in at AACW ring / I guess Bluff City Wrestling Ring, since
right.
Mine is MIA out there, but should be a good one, man. I don't know who he's going to face yet. You know, card subject to change, but hey, he might involve in a championship match as well. You never know, man. We got all the titles that are vacant, and one's going to be decided. Maybe they'll all be decided. Who knows? We got a lot of surprises in store. You better come out Saturday night at the North Pembroke High School gym and catch AHCW, and folks, you're going to be in store for a good time.
Man, I'm anxious to see. Like you said, I seen Tommy Too Good around at a couple different places, and I seen a different side of Tommy Too Good than I'm used to. at APW, he's at his home promotion. He's a hometown boy. He's a perennial. They love him there. It don't really matter what he does. He is a perennial good guy there. But man, I seen him at Premier Pro, and he was doing some things that I had never seen him do before. And I'm gonna tell you a little something. For me, man, I dig the bad guy Tommy Too Good, man.
He did send us a match in. We'll be airing that match of his so the fans can get a early look at him before they come out Saturday night. So and I don't know if they're going to like what they see, but we shall see which one shows up Saturday night. Will it be Tommy Too Good or Tommy I'm Too Good for Anybody?
Exactly. And look, Justin Main Event, man, his name says it all. This guy feels like he should be in the main event every time, every main event. Talk to me about this young guy. I've seen him a few times on AHCW cards. Talented guy, but he will take any shortcut necessary to get a victory. So talk to me a little bit about Justin Main Event, Mark.
Yeah, I tell you what, Justin Main Event has got a lot of years underneath his belt, actually. And like you said, he can be a dirty little trickster at sometimes. But, hey, we all got to do what we got to do to get ahead in life, right, man? If he wants that main event, as you know he does, that's in his name, and that's where he thinks he should be, then he's going to have to step his game up, man. I mean, you know, you got Apex Prime, you got Bullwhip, now you got Tommy Too Good coming in, and who knows, might be coming back, and, you know, it just the list goes on, and Justin Main Event wants to throw his name in there. He's got some work to do, but he can definitely do it, man. He's a little smaller guy, but, hey, Dynamite comes in small packages, right?
Yeah, he's not that small, but he's a crafty guy. He's you got to watch out for Justin Main Event. Like I said, there ain't no shortcut he's ever seen that he didn't like taking, man. Whatever gets him the victory. And look, Miss Hyde's on the show, and last time, card subject to change, she ended up having to do battle with a guy, with one of the men wrestlers, and man, she did phenomenal out there, man. So talk to me about Miss Hyde, and if you got any idea what's in store for her this Saturday night.
Miss Hyde is a talented individual, female, that don't mind kicking a man's ass. I will tell you that. She's
right.
You know, she carries a bullwhip with her, and I guess she comes from the ranch somewhere in Missouri. I don't really know much about her, Buster. Come across her, and we had her in a show in Donovan, Missouri one time, and then she's been in Campbell a couple times, and now she's coming back to the area, and she don't care who she wrestles, I will say that, and she can go with the best of them. So we shall see who she will line up in the squared circle on Saturday night. Who knows?
Yeah, the first time I was introduced to her was at one of your shows, and I'm thinking, if I'm thinking right, her and Jack Parker, JPJ, tagged up against Rude, and if I'm thinking right, was it JPJ's old lady?
Yeah, you know, Miss Crystal.
Right. So there was a lot going on in that match, man. But man, like you said, she ain't above kicking a man's ass.
That's right.
And she can do it. We seen that last time around. She can do it, man. Talented woman in the wrestling ring. And look, she's a good sized girl herself. She's a tall girl. She's a big girl. She can there's a lot of these guys that she can match size with in there, man.
Yeah. So her opponent didn't show up at the last event, and she said, "Mark, I know you're a Missouri bad boy and you got a little saying." So she said, "I'm going to use that. I don't care if you get me somebody out here tonight, whether big, tall, little, or small, I'll whoop them all." And that's what she just did, man. That Saturday night, she went out and whooped, what was his name? Crisis or something, I believe is his name.
Crisis, yes. Fully mask guy, head to toe. Still don't know who this dude was, man. He came in dressed out. He left dressed out, which he kind of left with his head.
He don't want nobody know he got whooped by Miss Hyde, didn't he?
Right, he kind of left with his head hanging, but still yet, Have no idea who this dude is. Shoot, man. Have no clue who he is. He came in dressed, left dressed. And he got his butt tore up that night, man. He did. She tore his tail up. Look, man, Austin Bolo. This is a return to AHCW. This young man I know a little bit about, man. I've been keeping my eye on this guy for probably 3 or 4 years now, at least 3 solid years, man. And he's another guy, man. He can wrestle, man, in the ring. He's talented, and he seems to, wrestling's an evolution. I think all the years I've been seeing him, he's kind of been trying to find who Austin Bolo is. And man, I've seen him recently, and I think he's started figuring it out, dude. Talk about this young man returning to AHCW.
Now, Austin is a young kid that I've known his whole life. His grandpa is the great Bolo that wrestled, Cecil Hedge. And Cecil was one of the first promoters I ever worked for in Caruthersville. Cecil ran this area kind of like I do now. That was Cecil. And then Cecil would go down Memphis, work TV. And, of course, Malden. He had a lot of great matches in Malden, Missouri. As you know, at one time was a hotbed of professional wrestling, man. All the guys come through Malden at one time.
Right.
And so Bolo has it in his blood, in his genes. And Tina Cook has passed away that we're doing a Memorial Cup for that we'll talk about later on when it gets closer to time. But she came to me one day and got to talking to me about Austin and said he wanted to get in the business. I said, well, of course he does. It's in his blood. So we took him under our wing, and that poor guy, man, I tell you what, Buster, one night we are getting ready for our Rumble on the River show, our very first one, I think it was. And for y'all that do not know, that's our big event every year we have down on the riverfront in Caruthersville with the barbecue cook-off. And we set up the night before. It's like a Thursday night because we run that on a Friday night. And it was supposed to rain that night, so we didn't put the canvas down, but we did put the boards down. Well, he wanted to do some training, and, man, we trained him on them boards, son, and he took bump after bump after bump and never bitched or complained, and come back the next day, and man, he's been in it ever since, man, and a lot of props to him. He kind of branched out. He's gone in the OCW, I believe it is, over in Arkansas, spread his wings, went down to Osceola, Arkansas, to MCW. He's been to Bluff City. And so he's been around now. I believe he's got 4 years in, man, if I'm not mistaken. And we're glad to have him back, man. And he's one of our own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's a guy I see potential in. I see a lot of potential in him. And I'm starting to see, like I said, he's been in OCW, Ahcw, Arkansas, and I think that he's really, you know how it is in wrestling. Sometimes the light bulb has to go off, and sometimes it takes it a bit to go off. But I think the light bulb went off in his head finally, because I've seen a vast difference, not only in his in-ring and his character, but in his confidence. And you know as well as I do, confidence is everything for a pro wrestler. When you have that confidence and it reaches that level that you need it at, you feel like you can do anything in there, and it shows. It comes through, and I'm seeing that in Austin, man. And like you said, he's got it in his blood, man. It's in his family genes. It's fake, dude. I think it was meant to be, man.
Yeah, for sure, man. And we're glad to have him back, and I think all the fans at AHCW will be happy to see his return too.
Right, and so let's get it out of the way, man. Let's talk about the guy we all love, Mr. Broom Handle himself, Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Cookie St. James, man. He's coming. He's gonna be there, and anytime Cookie's there, it's always off the charts, exciting. You never know what Cookie's gonna do or say. The one thing you do know, he gonna be sweeping out the trash with that broom. So talk to me about Cookie. I know you and Cookie, y'all friends, man. I know y'all got history, a lot of history. So talk to me about having Cookie back.
Man, it's going to be great. I'll tell you what, I got to stay on that guy. He forgets a lot, Buster. You know what I mean? What he does helps him forget a lot.
Right.
But me and Cookie, we actually grew up right down the road from each other, man. So we known each other a long time, my bro. And of course, he was a big wrestling fan. I was a big wrestling fan, and we ended up getting into business. And then, of course, he was trained by the Moondog. I was trained by the Renegade. So, and then we all hooked ties later on down the road, and he become our manager, and the rest is history, so to speak. And so I stayed on him about getting him back in here, man. And he's coming home, man, right where he belongs in AHCW. And man, he's got a lot of fans. That man can entertain, man. He can not only wrestle, can talk the talk and walk the walk and smoke the smoke, if you know what I mean, Buster.
Right. Cookie's always up in smoke, man.
That's right, baby. It's always 420 at Cookie St. James' house, man.
Hey, look, Lawler used the fire. Cookie uses the smoke screen. He'll do something illegal, smoke the room up, man, and disappear on you, dude.
Yeah, it would not surprise me if he comes out with smoke all around him come Saturday night in Wardell.
I don't even think he needs a machine, man. That mug's like pig pen, dude. They just be smoke follows him around. So look, Mark, you mentioned it.
James.
That's right. You mentioned it a little earlier. Hostile Hour. If I'm thinking right, there's been 7 so far. River City Television Network. Talk to me about AHCW taking the leap to the River City Television Network. You've produced 7 shows already, 8 coming up. Talk to me about River City. Talk to me about Hostile Hour, man. Just talk to me about it, dude. Tell me what made you decide to pull the trigger on it, man.
Man, I've been wanting to do this for quite some time, Buster, and and I do high school sports also, and I've learned a lot behind the scenes as far as production, producing, editing, and all that stuff. And we've been stockpiling videos, and you know this, for about 5 years. We've been always filming our shows.
Right.
We just hadn't put it out there like we are now. So a lot of footage you see, yes, it's old, but it's still good wrestling. And you know as well as I know that we are probably one of the top independent organizations around. And
right.
I feel that way. And, I got some buddies that own another organization that I'm very proud of them. They're doing great too. And that's just awesome. And then Johnny Dotson had this app that he was looking for shows to go on to, River City streaming network. So I decided to join up and put my Hostile on there as well, along with my sports network, the Boot Hill Sports Network on YouTube, showcase that. And we also replay it on Saturday night at 10:30 on our Facebook page. And 10:30 was the time on Saturday night for Memphis Wrestling out of Jackson, Tennessee on WBBJ. So I thought, man, I'm going to do that at that time slot and bring back some old wrestling tradition, baby.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's really cool. Here's the thing. There's a lot of streaming networks out there. It's a new thing. It's the new hot thing, man. But
that's right. It's the go-to.
Right. And right now, River City's pretty much wrestling. But just like all other streaming channels, they're going to be bringing other content to the network. It ain't always just going to be pro wrestling. My podcast is on there now, but it's wrestling based. But there's other. They're looking for other people who do other things. If you're a mechanic and you do car shows or anything like that, holler at these guys, man. Crafts. Old women love making crafts, man.
Crafts, right.
People love them, man. If you got something like that you do, and you're looking to make the jump to TV, holler at Johnny Dotson. Contact the River City Television Network and talk to them, man. I'm sure they can get you some great affordable rates on some time slots or even advertising. AHCW, man, making that jump, because this ain't something new. Me and you kind of had this conversation a couple of years ago before streaming became as big as it is. You kind of always wanted to get AHCW on television.
That's correct. And and speaking of other things on the River City Television Network, my sporting events from Southeast Missouri is going to be featured on there this year, so they'll
Oh,
come to you
wow.
live. We'll have Friday night football coming to you. We'll have after football season, we'll have basketball coming on there as well. So it'll be more than just wrestling, and they're looking at movies to put on there. But I'll tell you what, I do love the classic Memphis wrestling they put on there, man. I just love that.
Right, man. I think everybody loves that. But
Yeah.
I didn't realize that the Boot Hill Sports Network was going to start streaming their stuff on there. That's cool. That right there is going to bring different eyes to the
That's
channel.
Right.
You know, different content. Here's the thing about streaming, dude. It's all about content. Here's the thing, man. It's hard to sell. It's hard to sell time slots and advertise time on a brand new brand that's really unknown. So from what I've experienced, because I was on Genesis for 6 or 7 months, is that it's all about content and the brand. If a streaming channel is going to make it, you got to have enough different kind of content to bring different eyes. If you're mainly your wrestling's your niche and you want people to hopefully see your wrestling, well, it takes other content sometimes to get people there, and then hopefully they may see your wrestling and the wrestling fans may come back for the wrestling. But it's content. It's no different than social media. You've got to have enough content to get the brand out there where you can say, hey, here's the thing. I feel like somebody needs 6 months worth of content where I never have to watch the same thing twice on a streaming channel. And that's when you can put out and say, hey, if you're sick of all these streaming subscriptions and these cable prices, come over here to the River City Television Network. It's absolutely free. Look at all this content we already have, and we're adding new content all the time.
Yeah, that's right. Go check it out, folks. I'll tell you what, you won't be disappointed.
So look, Mark, it's Saturday night. What time's bell time?
Bell time 7:30. Doors will open at 6:30. Ringside is $12. General admission is $10, and ringside's almost sold out, Buster. So if you have not yet got those ringside tickets, you better give me a call or give North Pembroke High School a call there in Wardell, Missouri. Talk to Kim.
The last show, man, there was 150 people waiting outside for the door to open. Like as soon as the door opened, 150 people come right in. And what was the attendance? 300, close to 300, or a little over?
I think it was like 308.
308, man. And like I said, man, the minute them doors open, man, 150 people come in immediately, and they never stop trickling in until the show started. And I'm expecting this one to be the same way, man. I'm expecting it to be a hell of a crowd for this show.
Yeah, I got tickled when Bullwhip Ballard got there. He said, Mark, I got a bone to pick with you. He said, I didn't see a flyer one. I said, well, I mean, why not? I mean, how did you even come into this town? Because, you know, when you rode into town, there was a big sign that said wrestling.
Right.
And we put some flyers out. And then when the people started coming in, I said, Bullwhip, who needs posters? Look at this. But we have, you know, I'm old school. I have posters out anyway, man. But, you know, and Campbell's been good to us. Campbell has been a great town. The mayor, the former mayor, is who helps us get that show. And now the new mayor. And special shout out to them, man. And great fans we have in Campbell and Malden, surrounding areas. We're looking to go back into Malden. Of course, I touched on it a little while ago. Malden used to be a home of some great wrestling in Henry Hubbard days, and Eddie Gilbert come through there, Coco Beware, the great Leroy Ham used to wrestle there. So, you know, there's a lot of history there. Freezer Thompson.
Henry Hubbard's the first guy that I worked for in Malden. Butch Reed was calling the shots, and it was Henry Hubbard was the promoter, man.
Look at there, Butch Reed, man. Wow. Man. I tell you, you could write a book on Malden wrestling history, I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah, man. Everybody who's anybody has been through Malden, Missouri, hotbed of pro wrestling, man. That'd be cool to go back there, man, and maybe rejuvenate some of that history, that wrestling history, man. So let me hit you with this, Mark. You mentioned you was trained by the Renegade. And, you know, we started this podcast. Actually, you and West Coast Mike suckered me into this shit. It's how it all started.
We have made a star out of you, Buster.
Hey, y'all suckered me into it. I thought I was going to be on a podcast once. Little did I know you was going to name this fucker after me, and it was a permanent thing. And little did I know when you started doing your sports and Mike started doing his other thing that I would keep doing this, because this is something that I never really had any intentions of doing whatsoever. I don't even know that it crossed my mind, but I want to thank you and Mike both for working me into this bullshit, man.
Hey, I'm glad you're still doing it, man, and it's great. I tell you, it's good for the area too, man. Especially if you're a wrestling fan and all the people you bring on and get to talk to, and you learn a lot about them as individuals, not just as their characters, so to speak. And,
right.
So, man, we appreciate you, Buster.
Dude, without y'all, I wouldn't even be doing this shit. And that's the whole goal, man. Here's the thing. There's so much division in the wrestling business everywhere, but especially around here. I feel like my goal is to be the place any wrestler or any promoter or any booker can come on from any company and be treated equal as anybody else come on. No bias, no one-sidedness, because I see podcasts all the time where they bring people on and you can tell that they're already against the guest before they've got a little grudge or something against the guest before it even starts, hardly almost. And I'm like, that don't make no sense, man. I get people hit me up all the time. It's late now, but you say, after guests would come on, well, why didn't you say this? Why didn't you go after them? And I'm like, how long do y'all want this bullshit to last? If I go to ripping guest, we're gonna have about 3 shows, and then the shit's gonna be done because nobody's gonna want to come on because they know what's gonna happen to them. And I feel like that there should be one place where everybody from everywhere can be treated equal and be treated fair. And it's all you guys, man. Like I said, if it hadn't been for you and West Coast Mike, I wouldn't even do this. But what I was really, really getting at, I got to get you on. We do these, but I feel like we need to get Mark Southern on a feature by himself, because I don't know a lot about how you broke in the business and who trained you and all this, dude. I think if you're up for it somewhere down the line, we need to set that show up and bring Mark Southern on, and let's learn about Mark Southern, man.
Hey, we can do that, man. Ain't no problem there, buddy. Goes way back to 1991, Buster.
There you go, man. And that's what I love about doing this, man. I learn something new damn near every time I do one of these.
All my matches are on VCR tapes.
Dude, I got a storage shed full of VCR tapes, man.
I do too, man. And I actually bought. Remember, me and you had discussed it, transferring them over to DVDs, and I bought the transfer machine,
Right.
but and it's still in the fucking box. That's how busy I am with everything I got going on. I ain't had time to do none of that, And
yeah, it's time consuming.
Yeah. And, of course, I own Glowing Hearts, which is a in-home service company. I own 2 of those, and with the wrestling and the sports and going here and going there, man, life is crazy.
Right. Well, look, Mark, we got a couple more minutes. Plug all your stuff and plug your sponsors, man. I know you got some sponsors that sponsor the Hostile Hour and stuff. Plug all your stuff, man.
Man, we got some great sponsors, and a shout out to them. Little Pizza Heaven, which has a best pizza in Carruthersville, man, and it's a slice of heaven. That is owned by my good buddy Mike Barnett and his daughter Christy, and Mike's wife Gina, I believe is her name. Debbie. Yeah, I better get that right, huh?
Yeah. Hey, that sponsorship will be cut off, man.
Yeah. But anyway, it's one of them. He has a sister too, so I get them confused all the time. But anyway,
just plug everybody, Mark.
There you go. Plug the whole damn family. Yeah. But Little Pizza Heaven is located there on Ward Avenue in Carruthersville. And then I have Faulkner Auto Sales, which is in Carruthersville as well. Car dealership owned by Kevin and Dwayne Faulkner brothers. Let me see. I got Glowing Hearts In-Home and Consumer Directed Services, which is my company. So there's a few sponsors right there. Did I forget one? I feel like I forgot one. Oh, Moss Bail Bonds. The bail bonds company there in Caruthersville, right across from the jail, where you can make bail 1 minute from jail. Moss Bail Bonds.
I feel like Cookie St. James has probably got that number memorized.
I tell you what, man, between my son and a few friends, Moss Bail Bonds has got some of my money. So I'm wondering if he's really a sponsor. It's just my money. You know what I'm
He's just giving you your money back, man.
Yeah, that's all, man. Yeah, there you go.
You know,
so special shout out to them. Hostile Hour, you can catch it 10 a.m. on Saturday mornings at the River City Television Network app. You can catch that on every streaming device you got: Roku, Apple streaming, Apple TV, all that good stuff. Fire Stick, and of course Boot Hill Sports Network on YouTube. Check it out. We got basketball, male and female. We got an all-star game on there that's awesome. You see some good talent in Southeast Missouri there. And we have the Hostile Hour as well on there. And so we're moving forward that. We're going into year number 3 with the Boot Hill Sports Network. So that's good for me. And Hostile Hour, this is year number 6. Buster, October, we'll be celebrating a 6-year anniversary and having a big show as well.
Oh, wow.
And there'll be more on that later, man.
Well, Mark, dude, it's always a blast anytime we get together, man. We'll be together again this Saturday night in Wardell. I'll be there. Looking forward to seeing this show. Really looking forward to seeing how this main event match turns out, man.
Look at the little studio set right there, man.
Dude, I love that, man. I love that, man. I meant to say something to you about that. I love that little studio setup you got there, man. Cool. Got some of the best looking belts around. Man. They're unique. They're unique.
Yeah. And they weigh a lot, too. I mean, they're not just a little cheap. I mean, you pick them up and you realize you got a wrestling belt in your hands.
Dude, I picked the 2 up last show, and I'm like, I think I told you, I said, shit, I'd have to hire somebody to carry this fucker for me, man.
Man, I'll tell you a funny story. Back when we were the NWA Mid-South Tag Team Champs, me and Joey Venture, the other Missouri bad boy. But anyway, those belts right there, man, they were weighed a lot. And the only time we carried them, Buster, was literally out of the dressing room to the ring, back to the dressing room, and that was it. We did not want to take those belts nowhere else because they were so heavy, man. I was like, and then I bought these belts. I was like, man, them boys are bad now. Austin Bolo came in to go over some things with me yesterday, I believe. He was in the studio. And he picked them both up, and he could not believe it either, man. So I tell you what, whoever wins that Missouri heavyweight title better have a big, thick waist to carry around that belt, man.
Better get your ass in the gym if you want to tote that damn belt around, dude.
That's a workout by itself, ain't it, Buster?
You ain't lying, Mark. Dude, my pleasure, always. It's a blast. I will see you Saturday night, Mark.
Amen, brother. Be there, 6:30.
You take it easy, my friend.
All right, buddy.
All right, guys, you seen it right there. Mark Southern, AHCW, Wardell, Missouri, this Saturday night. Pemiscot High School, North Pemiscot High School gym. Come check it out. Always a killer show. AHCW, one of the top-notch pro wrestling is what I say it is. All right, guys, I want to thank everybody who watched and tuned in with us. Tomorrow night, I'm back, 7 p.m., Premier Pro Wrestling. They got a big show coming up this Friday night at the Dyer Fire Department. Y'all know the gimmick. We're going to run down the card. We're going to talk to everybody. There's no telling who's going to show up on Premier Pro night. So tune in tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Till then, y'all take it easy.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I I do, so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move, so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I've got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I've got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.